you hear me?
I got you, big boy.
Ah, all right. Do this, son.
So, what did you see tonight, son? We
Hold
talked
on before,
this a
hold on
couple weeks
before you
ago.
start your jibber jabber talking. Let me do my introduction first, okay?
All right.
Respect. Thank you, sir. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the podcast. This is your boy, Big Boy Live, and we are here with the man, with the plan, Jake Wade, and we're talking about football, baby, Super Bowl action. Jake, how you doing today, sir?
I'm all right, big boy. How you living, son?
Oh, living like a piece of bacon on the grill, crispy.
I mean, I just got a question to ask you, big boy. What'd you think of that game we saw tonight? Was it
Uh,
the Buccaneers' talent, defense, or the refs being on the payroll that made it such an unbelievable win?
Sir, I watched the game and it wasn't Kansas City kind of play. They just couldn't do anything. I mean, they couldn't do anything at all. I mean, uh-oh. Let me start that coughing crap again. See, that's what happens when happens when you good?
Yeah. Fantastic.
Ah, good. But yeah, I just think that it was I didn't want a blowout, man. I mean, even though he scored 9 points, but still it's like a blowout. And it's sad.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
How
However, you need to think about it. You had the GOAT, now undeniably the GOAT. He has won more singular championships than the Steelers and the Patriots, who both have 6.
right.
Um, it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you feel. What matters is at the end of the day, Tom Brady just won his 7th Super Bowl.
Right.
Doesn't matter if he was amazing, astounding, knocking walls down, kicking in doors. None of that matters. What matters is the fact that TB12, as what we're going to be known to call it from now on, TB12 had a chance to shine. And
Right.
it shot ahead 31-9. 31-9. Your boy is on record multiple times saying that the score would be Bucks minimum 38. So 7 points off the score for the Bucks. But I said 35 KC. And tell me, big boy, how come KC couldn't score tonight?
You know, I think they did say that, Mahomes still had that foot problem, but then again, too, it just Tampa Bay came out there ready to play. They came out there with the better defense, and they handled it, And I said, a lot of people say that Tennessee, they're known for starting the game off slow and then coming back towards the end. But think about it, you can't do that, especially playing against Tom Brady. You can't do that. So we'll capitalize on that and eat you alive.
Right, but what I'm asking is, how is he going to eat you alive? What is it that Tom Brady does that sets him apart from every other quarterback, which Our boy Peyton Manning, we saw, was on the sidelines during the Super Bowl, and he's going to get inducted into the 2021 class, Hall of Fame class. So, what sets him aside? What makes him different?
Because Brady's smart. He's a smart quarterback. And like I said, he's smart. And only that fact that he's smart, he has weapons. I mean, he has more weapons on. Like I said tonight, he has more weapons on Tampa Bay than he's had with New England.
No, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. But here's the thing: at what point does it go beyond just being smart? At what point is Tom Brady not arguably better than anybody who's ever done it in the National Football League? I don't know if you can make that argument.
You can't really make them right. He's just a good quarterback. He's he's the best, and he's been put in situations that has made him the best. I mean, his reaction time on doing stuff is quicker. He's good. I mean, yeah, he's still kind of old school. He doesn't run. He's not a running quarterback like Mahomes is, or some of his other quarterbacks. He still had an old school mentality, and he really puts a lot of trust in his line and receivers. They said that when you're playing with Brady, he makes you better. He makes you a better player. He expects a lot. Right. It's like Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning, he expected a lot for his players. He made you a better player.
But why? Why did Peyton, just like Brady, make you a better player?
That's who he is. I mean, that's a question that I really can't sit there and just give you a profound answer to. I mean, I'm just telling you from what I see, he just makes you a better player because he wants to win. Because when you have somebody that wants to win, he's going to do whatever he can to make people around him want to win too. I mean, just like Jordan. He's gonna make everyone else play that's not at his level or not better. And sometimes that vibe that somebody can bring to a team, it makes all the difference.
You're gonna bring in a Jordan comparison, huh, big boy? Is that what I just heard?
You're asking me a question like, what does he do? What does Brady do that makes him as good as he is? I mean, I can't say that.
Exactly. No, exactly. Okay, so you're talking about tangibles. Right. You're talking about the things that you just can't teach. You're talking about the things that any of us who have ever been brought up in competitive sports can sit and look at and go, oh, hey, these are the actual basics. You're talking about that.
You can't teach willpower. You can't teach you can teach fundamental skills, yes, but you can't teach somebody that wants to have the mentality and the drive to win. That's something you gotta teach yourself. That's something you gotta make yourself do.
But see, here's the thing, and this is where people don't give credit enough where credit's due. Peyton Manning could read a defensive scheme arguably better than anybody in the game ever.
Right.
However, this is what Tom Brady does that is better than Peyton Manning. And I don't like to say this because you know me, my brother. I am an Ohio State Buckeyes alum. I absolutely hate everything and anything that has to do with the fucking Michigan Wolverines, but truth is truth. Tom Brady, Michigan alum. Arguably, the only reason why they got Jordan to make jerseys for them. Seriously, if Michigan believes it's because of Jim Harbaugh and not Tom Brady, they are absolutely stupid and retarded. The bottom line is this. Brady sees everything from an offensive and a defensive perspective. Peyton only saw one side of the field. It's the reason why he only got two. It wasn't because he didn't have the people. It wasn't because he didn't have the personnel. It wasn't because that, he didn't have his way with management.
Mm-hmm.
It was literally because he didn't see things from a two-way perspective like Tom Brady, Terry Bradshaw, Roger Staubach, Joe Namath, Joe Montana, Dan Marino, and any of the other greats that have come before saw it. Both sides of the football.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difference, and I say it's a difference when you have the ability to do things your way, and your coaching staff or your actual managerial staff can give you the trust and just let it happen, let you do it, versus all the red tape.
Right. But what did Brady do this season? I mean, keep in mind, 19, 20 years? He was in New England.
Mm-hmm.
He got used to a certain brand of red tape.
Right.
But what did he do?
Instead, Bruce Arians kind of just let Brady do his thing because he knew he's a champion, he's a winner, and so, I mean, it took a while for for everything to go the way it needed to go. Especially when you have two players on the team that was used to the New England style play, New England method, and New England program. I mean, Brady and Gronk. I mean, so they're already used to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You bring up Brady and Gronk, and what did we see tonight in the Super Bowl? Brady and Gronk.
3 touchdowns.
Huh?
Yeah, Brady and Gronk almost 3 touchdowns tonight. He got 2, almost had 3.
Right. So everybody wants to judge Brady based off of the fact that he's been in the game so long. People aren't actually tired of Tom Brady because he's a winner. They're tired of the fact that he has been around for so long and that they cannot focus their likes or dislikes on anybody else in the NFL except Tom Brady. It used to be the Patriots.
Right.
But now it is single-handedly Tom Brady.
What did I tell you? All last week, I said, this game is so important to Tom Brady than any other game because this will prove to the world, prove to the NFL, prove to everyone that Tom Brady doesn't need New England to be a champion. Tom Brady can take a team that's ain't been to Big Dance since 2002, 2003, and completely change the program and make them champions. This proved the fact that Tom Brady is the GOAT. Bombs down. Mic drop.
But why? What makes him the GOAT?
It's his ability to play the game, his stats, his smartness, his willingness to be a champion, his willingness to win, his willingness not to give up. I mean, his motivation every day to be the best.
Okay. But
here we go, these questions again that I can't answer.
You brought up Jordan, my brother. You brought up Jordan. You listed Jordan as one of the reasons why intangibles, championship mentality, the drive to do better, whatever it was. You listed Jordan. You brought Jordan up. But Do you know that Jordan never won a playoff game until he had his first proverbial All-Star? Do you know that Scottie Pippen didn't have a migraine in Game 6? The Detroit Pistons might have never went back-to-back. You brought up Jordan. Jordan made everybody around him better.
He did.
And that is my argument for Tom Brady. Once again, yes, in New England, he had Belichick. He had Belichick to cross the T's and dot the I's. He didn't have to worry about it. He didn't. In Tampa this year, for the first time, he had to be the quarterback and the head coach. He had to cross the T's and dot the I's. So I don't really care what anybody says. Tom Brady, Ohio State Buckeye over here through and through. Tom Brady is now the GOAT. Undeniably. Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. Based solely off the fact that we base successes based off of what? Championships.
You win.
Yep, championships. So, Brady's got 7 now. 7 rings. He's playing until he's at least 45. Unless he shocks the world and retires in this offseason, he's playing until he's at least 45. Who's to say that when it's all done, who is to say with what he has in Tampa, who is to say that they're not going to win Brady his 8th, 9th, or 10th ring? Floor is yours, my brother. Tell the people what they need to know.
I mean, if Brady stays and they keep the same firepower, they keep on building what they got, yes, they can win another championship. And they can be another dynasty. They can win multiple championships as long as Brady stays healthy and as long as that same drive to win, is there every year, and the taste for victory to win every year. It's going to be tough, of course, because teams out there this year, this last season, are hungry. I mean, you've seen teams that playoffs and stuff that ain't been there forever. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo and Buffalo, Tennessee, and I think Cleveland. So I can see Brady winning another championship. I can see winning 2 more.
All right. Well, that brings me to my next point. So, Brady and the Bucks, NFC, win the Super Bowl, right?
Okay.
All right. Matt Stafford just gets traded to the Rams, who are, in the NFC. The Rams get rid of Jared Goff. Jared Goff is no longer an eyesore on the organization. Do the Rams have a legitimate shot with Stafford as the quarterback?
No.
To upset the Buccaneers next year?
Nope.
Why?
Stafford's a good quarterback, but he's way too inconsistent. Maybe because the fact that he didn't have a squad, much of a receiving squad or offensive line to go off of, but I don't think he has an. I think he has the ability to win, but I don't think he has the ability to win to beat Brady.
Well, even with that defense, even with Aaron Darnold staring down Tom Brady, Aaron Donald.
I think it's going to be. I think next season is going to be. It's going to be a repeat. It's going to be Kansas City and Tampa Bay again. Kansas City's pissed, dude. They're mad. They got shut out. They are pissed. They're going to work 10 times harder to get back there.
I'm not disagreeing.
I'm calling it right now.
You're calling Kansas City and Tampa next year?
Yes, sir. Because they're mad. They're mad. They got shut out. They got mad. They're going to do it. Mahomes, he's pissed. He got embarrassed, and he yeah.
All right. Well, damn, baby. Let's call both sides of the playoffs first. Shit, let's not get straight to the big game. Let's give all the teams their credit. Come on,
I give a lot of credit, but I just think that it's going. I think I think that it's going to be Brady, and I think it's going to be a repeat.
All right, big boy. It's time for all the fans out there to know who's your team. Who is your team? Who do you pull for more than anybody else? You know it. I know it. But it's time for them to know it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You can put me on the spot like that, huh? We're not talking about what my team.
NFL football team. Who's your team?
There's only
one. No, there's only one, big boy. There's only one for you, just like there's only one for me. Even though I pull for two teams, it always comes down to one. So who is it? Tell them.
I pull for two teams, man. Jacksonville and Dolphins. I'm in Florida. I love Florida. I love the great state of Florida. I'm a Florida Gator fan. I love the great state of Florida. Wish I could move to Florida. To be honest with you.
Right, but you don't pull for Jacksonville out loud. I've known you for almost 5 years. You don't pull for the Jacksonville Jaguars out loud. You sit back and you go all about them Dolphins, all about them fans. You do this shit every year, and I take it because you got an AFC team, as do I. I am a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Forever, always, no matter what.
I got a question for you, Mr. Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
All right, give it to me.
Are they going to keep Tomlin, or are they going to get rid of him?
Tomlin is safe.
You think so?
Tomlin is safe. He'll get one more year. If he can't get it right this next year, I'm not saying a championship, but I'm saying moving further in the playoffs. If Tomlin can't get it right this year, he'll be gone next year. But I think that he's safe for this year, and Roethlisberger is actually going to be departing the franchise. Breaks my heart. I mean, I know he's an asshole personally, but on the football field, I love drafting him. He has been absolutely a stud for the whole fucking franchise since he showed up. I just really love the guy. Like I said, he has off the field issues like a lot of great athletes, organization. Kobe Bryant, Big Ben. You know, that's just two. There have been so many, though. I just know that whatever is going on, I know that eventually they will work everything out to whatever it needs to be. But bottom line, you're Dolphins.
Do you think? Do you think Roethlisberger is done with football? Or do you think he's going to try to go to a different team and try to do something?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think a whole lot along the lines of Brady isms because there's only one Tom Brady. However, I have faith in Ben. If he is done in Pittsburgh, I could see him going to, let's see, I could see Jacksonville picking him up on a 1-year deal, letting Trevor Lawrence train under him. I could see the Jets picking him up on a 1-year deal. And whatever they do, they're talking about trading Sam Darnold right now. If they trade him and they go into the draft to get a pick, if Jacksonville takes Trevor Lawrence, the Jets are going to take fucking Justin Fields. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I don't want this. LeBron, I love you. We're getting on a personal level, and you know this shit. I don't want this. I don't want Justin Fields to be a New York Jet. If Justin Fields is a New York Jet, his entire fucking career is already played out. And I hate this. I want my Ohio State alum brother to be able to go wherever the hell he wants to go. What do you think?
It's a tough one, man. I mean, it's going to be a lot of moves. It's going to be a lot of moves next season. I mean, in your opinion, I know with all these potential moves going on, do you think a lot of teams are going to stick together that are made to the playoffs, or do you think some teams are going to leave?
I think predominantly what all the teams have going on right now will, stick together. I do think, however, that the New York Giants are going to get better this offseason, and I think they are going to win the division this next football year. I'm claiming the Giants to win the NFC North.
Now, I seen a thing online. I'm not sure if it was a punch of trying to get something going, start something, but I seen a thing online where they're talking about Eli Manning trying to come back.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen that one. So any type of information or insight that you have in that regard is based solely on you, my friend. I haven't heard anything along those lines.
All right. Well, like I said, I just think that, like, do you feel like for instance tonight, there's players that was on the team that got that championship, got that ring now. Do you think they owe it to Brady that they finally got a ring? Like, for instance, like Leonard Fournette, Sue, who else is on there? Antonio Brown, even though he already has a ring with nothing.
Two, baby. Now he's got two, baby.
But do you feel like they're gonna look at Brady differently now? Because without Brady, they would never got those rings, and they would have ended their career with, how can I say it, being. Oh, he was all right running back. Oh, he was all right receiver. See,
I just think that no matter what happens, I personally believe that Tom Brady is always going to be one of the most disrespected quarterbacks ever.
right?
I believe that everybody is going to one day have this argument, and everybody's going to say, oh, yeah, all the refs made all the calls for Brady so he could do this, because one thing that keeps the game interesting is making sure that there's always someone around to break records and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I believe it's going to take such a stronghold in everything that's going on, professional sport-wise. I think it's going to be the exact same equivalency as the Astros-Dodgers World Series a couple years ago, where they got caught cheating. I think people are going to eventually correlate it to cheating. And eventually all this TB12 shit, all of the supplements, everything that he does and his workout, everything's eventually going to come under scrutiny.
Of course.
Because we are not a happy society unless we have a controversy to bitch and debate about.
We in society can't just tell somebody, hey, man, good job. You can't do it. Even in, even in our regular life, I mean, we do that. You can't sit there and just give somebody props. It's hard for us to give people props. And it's sad that we're like that.
Right.
I mean, that's just even with race or with gender or anything. I mean, yeah, tonight we had lots of firsts. We had the first female officiating ref in the Super Bowl.
Right.
We have last year one of the first female coaches in the Super Bowl. I mean, that's a problem. We have too many people out there that are so worried about hating on each other instead of congratulating each other. I mean, we do it. We do it now at our common day work life. We do it at work. Somebody's always hating on somebody.
Right.
That's what's sad.
Right. Exactly, big boy. You ain't wrong. You know this. And I appreciate you speaking the truth. However, I'm going to lay one more truth on you. And then I'm going to ask you your opinion. All right?
Okay.
Outside of sports, life in general, what do you think? What do you feel makes a champion? And I'm talking about a champion that not only applies to sports, but applies to all of life in general. Like, who is somebody in your life you would consider a champion? Because I have mine, big boy. Darren Wade, Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf is the epitome of a champion. You got somebody special like that?
Yeah, I mean, my parents, they're champions. I mean, I look up to my parents. I mean, their work ethic keeps me going and keeps me want to go further and further in life. I mean, especially like my dad. I mean, my dad worked at Sony for 25 years. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, let go.
Right.
My dad was over 50-some years old when that happened. My dad hasn't done a resume in 20-some years. My dad didn't give up. My dad went to the work one. He did a resume. He got involved with working. He did temp jobs. His faith, he didn't give up. And now he works for Eli Lilly in Indianapolis. Been there a couple years now, making more money than he's had when he David worked at Sony. That's a champion.
Yep.
A champion is considered is a value of what you can do when things are tough, when things are not going your way, when things are going rough. How you overcome it. When you overcome it in a positive way, in a good way, and do better, that's when you consider yourself a champion because you didn't give up.
All right. Let me ask you this then. This is my definition of a champion. Okay? You get up when you don't want to. You get up.
Mm-hmm.
Work. You put the work in every day. You do whatever you can every single day to be the best version of yourself at your job at all times. You, if you have a family, step up, provide, do everything and anything that you can to make sure that whether you are present or unaccounted for, most of the time, like myself, you make sure that they got anything and everything that they need. You tell me that no matter what the job itself has thrown at you over the course of time, you have managed to find the best version of yourself at all times. And if you dropped the ball, you owned it and you moved on from it. Champions are not just on the sports field.
Right.
Champions are who make the world go round.
I agree with that.
So, did the refs win the game? Did the refs win the game? I know you watched it, big boy. Tell me, did the refs win the game?
Nah, no, I don't think so.
Why? Why do you not think so?
Because I didn't look at it like that. Yeah, there's always you're always going to have a game where there's going to be questionable calls. That's just sports. Refs are humans just like anyone else. People make mistakes, but you can't. I'm not. I don't watch a game to see. Oh, that referee did that wrong. Oh, that referee did that wrong. I watch the game because the excitement of watching football and watching how the teams play. So I honestly can't answer that question 100% because I didn't really focus on what the refs were doing or were not doing. I was focusing on the camaraderie, the friendship I had with my friends around watching the game, doing FanDuel Sportsbook, betting on the game, just having everybody that's what I was worried about. That's what I was watching. Like I said, I'm not a diehard where I watch and live and breathe sports, but I watch it enough. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, they're always going to say, even if it wasn't Brady and Tampa Bay playing in the Super Bowl, say it was someone else. Someone's always going to say, "Oh, the refs did this, refs did that." It's just people just talking.
All right. I mean, you're not wrong. People just talking always. But, so, NBA perspective. Michael or Kobe? Michael or Kobe? Question mark. Who you got?
I think Kobe had more of a swag to his playing ability. You know, they're both they're both monsters, man. They were both winning the game. They both had a will to win. They both had that. But
I look at Kobe, man, and I saw Jordan and Iverson in one player.
right, Jordan. That's what I'm saying. I mean, Kobe learned from Michael. He even said that. I mean, it's just that Kobe made a lot of the shots that Jordan would take more stylish. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Jordan was a freak of nature. Jordan was wet, but I think Kobe was wetter.
So I'm hearing Kobe as your shooting guard. So point guard.
We're going to this again.
No, you damn right we are. Point guard.
Because you know I don't know basketball like that.
Oh, shit. You fucking schooled me in basketball the other night, bro. And I'm going to let all of our listeners know. I'm telling you right now, this next pick is going to define who the hell you are. All right? So, I gave you Jordan and Kobe. You picked Kobe. That's good. So, your point guard, who do you have? Do you have Allen Iverson? Or do you have John Stockton? Or Steve Nash?
What do you John Stockton or Steve Nash or Allen Iverson?
Stockton, Nash, or Iverson?
I'm gonna say Stockton.
Okay. Hell yeah. So, small forward, because we have to pay homage to arguably one of the greatest eras in basketball history, LeBron or Kevin Durant, from your small forward position.
I'll go with. I'm gonna go LeBron.
Okay, why LeBron?
I think LeBron is a more aggressive all around player.
I mean, obviously, the scoring and what he does lends to speak for itself. But what I'm saying is, what intangibles do you pick LeBron over Kevin Durant? You listed Kobe, right?
Right.
You listed Stockton. So list why you want LeBron over that 7'6" wingspan, 6'11" sniper from downtown, bad man. Kevin Durant is the Aaron Rodgers of the NBA.
Watch more of LeBron James play than Durant. my knowledge of that topic, I don't have because I don't watch basketball like that, dude. I don't.
All right.
I watch it whenever if I go to a food place and they're playing a game, I watch it there. But I literally don't sit down and watch games at home because I'm working or this and that. So I can't sit there honestly give you a honest comparison on that. Because I can't do it. I don't know. It's being real.
Okay, so
I watch more LeBron play. Durant, just saying. Yeah, I mean Durant's a good player. He's big boy. He can shoot from anywhere. I mean he's an all around player. Just LeBron is too. He may not have the same shooting ability maybe that Durant has, but he has the ability to do everything. He has a drive too. I mean, LeBron James is ranked number one according to certain polls. I mean,
all right. Tim Duncan or Kevin Garnett is your power forward because they are arguably.
Because Tim Duncan's more humble. Tim Duncan, he's more precise. Tim Duncan.
Okay. And then your center position. You want Shaq or you want Will? Hold on. You want Shaq or you want Bill?
Bill who? Shaq or who?
Mm-hmm. Bill Russell.
You're jumping big time difference there.
Yeah. You want someone who knows how to win 11 championships? We're arguably the most dominant big man force ever to put on size 22 shoes and step on a basketball court.
If I want the greatest center of all time, I'm going to go Wilt Chamberlain. Wow, those two you gave me, Shaq or Bill Russell. I mean, Shaq's just dominant. His size, you know.
All right, now hearing that, I'm gonna do something that I couldn't wait to do. Because based off the parameters that I gave you, for me, it is Steve Nash, Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, Tim Duncan, and Shaquille O'Neal as my starting five of all time. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say any of them, anytime, position-wise, in NBA history. Who is your starting five?
Any time frame? Okay, for center, I'm going to go with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as center. Small forward. I'm going to go with all-time. LeBron James. LeBron James, a small forward.
Sorry, of what?
Power forward?
Who's your power forward?
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you. You passed the
Power
position.
forward. Of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I go Kevin Garnett on that one. I'm gonna change up a little bit.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Shooting guard.
Small forward.
Of course, Michael Jordan.
Small forward.
I said
Small
LeBron
forward.
James.
Who'd you say?
Shooting guard. I'm going
Shooting
Jordan.
And running the entire show at point.
And point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Johnson. Magic Johnson.
Sorry, what? Oh my God. Okay. That's your starting team all time. Okay. Here's mine. Center.
Ooh.
Hakeem Olajuwon. Power forward.
Ooh.
Kevin McHale. Small forward.
Ooh.
Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting guard. Michael Jordan. Guard. Point guard. Steve Nash. That is my ultimate.
That right there is a banger.
Of all time.
No matter what you look at, man, it's good picks. It's good picks, no matter what you look at.
Steve Nash is a two-time NBA MVP. Michael Jordan, 6-time champion. Kevin Durant, 3-time champion. Tim Duncan, 5-time champion. You cannot go wrong.
You can't go wrong with both those rosters.
Right.
You can't go wrong at all. Can't go wrong at all. But like I said, all in all, it was a good game. I wish the point spread was a lot better. I mean, heck, I think honestly, it surprised a lot of people. I think a lot of people lost a lot of money on that game too. So,
yep, I
kind of broke even. So. But, like I said, man, it was good talking to you. We're closing in almost an hour on this, so they shut it down. But for the last 5 minutes of this episode, we're going to do the 2.5 closing thought with Jake Way starting now. Boom.
Two and a half closing thought. Well, I guess if we are trending on modern day sports, my closing thought would be, yeah, I called this. Patrick Mahomes against Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes is just not mature enough yet to compete and be with a Tom Brady on the exact same level. Everybody expected Mahomes to be David and slew Goliath. However, in this case, for the first time in his entire career, Tom Brady was David, and Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs were Goliath. Slew it, killed it. Anybody can say whatever the hell they want to about the penalties on the offensive side of the ball. The fact of the matter remains that on the defensive side of the ball, they held the Kansas City Chiefs to 9 points. 9. An offense that has been putting up 30.3 a game in Patrick Mahomes' first 3 seasons. 30.3. The Bucs showed up. They invaded. They claimed the territory. They shut any advance of the native Chiefs down. It was amazing. I am happy. As much as I fucking hate Tom Brady, I'm happy for him because it is a good work ethic. It speaks to longevity and what you can do when you properly take care of yourself. Thank you for your time, big boy. All the rest is up to you.
Thank you, sir. You know, you spoke on that metaphor of David and Goliath, and I agree. I agree. And like the old saying is, when they say those young whippersnappers are, he's still wet behind the ears. That's true. Brady is like your tortoise. Mahomes like the hare. Slow and steady wins the race. Experience and knowledge and wisdom always wins the race. And that's what we've seen here tonight. We've seen how experience in picking your shots and making right decisions ultimately destroy the competition. So, as we look at this game should be a learning experience to not only future quarterbacks and future players of the league, but also on a physical, personal level that you don't always have to go in fast and gung ho to try to make a point. Sometimes you need to pick your shots and learn from the elders or learn from other people that have been doing things longer to win. No, and this was a great victory for Brady. Granted, yes, but also too, it's a milestone of sometimes knowledge and being and doing things the correct way. Slow and steady wins the race. So I look at it in 2 ways. So some may agree, some may not.
Well, it doesn't matter if some may or some may not. This is our show. We give our opinions. If you have something, say you want to get on the show, contact my man Big Boy. He's on Facebook, LeBron Doolin. Shoot us a text, and we will get you on the next podcast.
I'm on all major platforms. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. It's Tekken5 TEKKIN5 or at Terra Jersey. Twitter Tekken56. Like I said, my main man said what my handle is on Facebook. Private message me. Get a hold of me. We can put you on the next podcast. But have a good night. Stay safe. Live it. Breathe it. life. Have a good night, Jake. Great talking to you, brother. I can't wait to get you in the next podcast.
Can't wait to see you next week, brother.